How can you be tased and then them still feel it's necessary to beat him like that?
A family in disbelief, a sheriff disturbed. NBC4 capturing this pursuit takedown for the first time. And now deputies are under investigation.
NBC4's Gotti Schwartz tonight is with the family of the man seen beaten in the desert.
First, NBC4's Tony Shin spoke with the San Bernardino sheriff about our video, now triggering a use of force investigation. Tony.
Robert and Colleen, the sheriff told me that basically this all began when deputies were trying to serve a search warrant at a home in Apple Valley. And suddenly, a suspect took off. News Chopper 4 caught up with Francis Pusok just after deputies say he stole this horse from a group of people to try and get away.
Here's a deputy chasing him. Deputy fell down.
Once he's on the ground, you can see a deputy fire his taser. Pusok is lying face down. You see him put his hands behind his back. Another deputy arrives and both deputies punch and kick him. The 30-year-old Apple Valley man continues to get punched and kicked as more deputies get to the scene. We counted a total of 11 deputies, and during the 2-minute-long beating, it appears Pusok was punched 37 times, kicked 17 times, and struck with a baton 4 times. 13 of those blows were to his head.
Well, obviously it's disturbing.
Sheriff John McMahon told us tonight he only saw part of the NBC4 video, but it was enough for him to take immediate action by launching internal and criminal investigations.
I'm not sure if there was a struggle going on with the suspect. It appears there was in the early parts of the video. What happens afterwards, I'm not sure of, but we will investigate it thoroughly.
2 deputies were treated for dehydration, and another was injured after being kicked by a horse during the pursuit. Still, Sheriff McMahon says if any deputies went too far in this arrest, they will be held accountable.
And if there's any misconduct on the behalf or part of our deputy sheriffs, we will deal with that appropriately.
Earlier tonight, a sheriff's spokesperson told me it does not appear that the suspect had any type of weapon. Tonight, we are now hearing from the suspect's family. Gotti Schwartz is live in Apple Valley with that part of our coverage. Gotti?
Well, Tony, we actually just checked in with the family. They tell us they have been on the phone all night, and so far they have not been able to get an update on his condition either.
Here we go. Suspect being tased.
Of the dozens of punches and blows, it's these first kicks to the face with hands behind the back that are the hardest for Jolene Bidner to watch.
I don't understand. He puts his hands behind his back. How can you be tased and then them still feel it's necessary to beat him like that?
The suspect, Francis Pusok, is her boyfriend and the father of her 3 children.
I still, to this moment, do not know how he's doing. I don't know what hospital he's at. They have failed to tell me anything about him.
She says when she called to find out his condition, deputies told her they were worried about their own.
He could still be unconscious for all I know. I don't know. They have not told me a thing. Their main focus was on deputies who were dehydrated.
And the sheriff comes out and he makes comments like, oh my God, they were dehydrated. From what? From running out of steam beating the man? This is outrageous.
Tonight, her lawyer says he thinks this would have never come to light without News Chopper 4 overhead.
I thought it was a cop helicopter, and of course, if the cop helicopter caught all the video, no one would ever know about it. Thank God it was a news chopper.
I'm lost for words. I mean, these are the people that are sworn in, right, to protect people, and this is what they do.
Jolene tells us all she has heard so far is that his condition is not life-threatening. Now, all of this began during an investigation into identity theft. Reporting live from Apple Valley, Gotti Schwartz, NBC4 News.
All right, Gotti, and the ACLU just released a statement. They said they understand police officers are authorized to use force, but are deeply troubled by the video images that appear to show San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies beating a man after he surrendered.